And welcome back to another Turbo Cop cast. Oh, I forgot I have to push the shift key just to talk to you over here, Bowser. And today we've got a PL Borneo match being played by the colored Pylons over on blue side versus Praise the Sun God over on the red side. This is a week 7 match for week 6 match. Sorry about that, for Payload Borneo. And yeah, I have a special guest Bowser from the Plat Leagues over here. Bowser, how's it going?
It's going good. I'm getting ready for my first cast on this gold match,
First
and
cast.
yeah, first co-cast, I guess, and I'm really excited. Well, let's see on the players here. For red team, Praise the Sun, we have Kyle on Scout, Exan on Soldier, Sunfire on Pyro, Felix on Demo, Drinking Antifreeze on Heavy, Proc BP on Engineer, Gavin on Medic, my boy Hydrofluoric on Sniper, and Rhino on Spy.
Your boy Hydrofluoric, who has a quote in his name, so he will not get any coverage over here because the hotkeys. I mispronounced your name earlier, didn't I? It's Bowswer.
Yeah, it's Bowswer5, but that's okay. But we have the game starting here. Alright.
Yeah, we're off to the races, and the Soldier is on the left flank while the Red Scout is protecting him on the right side. Just a sentry gun going down defender's left, but both teams not really geeking to go out there super far. Both Spies, Rhino and David Box, are down. I guess I should call out TCP real quick over on the colored Pylon side. We got Bagel as the Scout just on the cart right now. Soldier is Old Irish Pub. Not really sure where he's at the moment, but I do know that their Sniper Emperor Canadian is dead. The Medic just in time, of course, is not coming out to do anything quite yet. And the Spy David Box getting back in position. He just actually got his VR pop right there. Salpal is the Engineer pushing some minis around the cart, and they're actually still not out of the bottom part here. So this is actually kind of a bit of a slower push, I would say. But anyways, let's finish up the names. Curbs is the Pyro, Prestige is the Demo, Evoked is the Heavy, and yeah, that's everyone. So
yeah, what I'm noticing on the blue side here is that now their combo is just starting to get out. But the Spy is coming for the Medic, and he does take him out. Wow.
That was a
what
good
I
pick.
noticed, a very good pick. What I noticed was the blue combo, they were staying really far behind. I mean, I understand, like, if you don't want your Medic to drop, but you can move as a combo, you can just keep moving and leave your Medic in the spawn, but the combo just decided to stay all there, you know, by themselves.
So they got an Emperor Canadian right now providing some backup for Salpal, who was trying to go for a Medic pick all the way on the backside, but Sentry Gun's in a really good spot here against the rock. I haven't seen this spot too many times. Is this part of New Borneo? I don't even remember this rock being here.
Yeah, this map has gone through a bunch of updates, but I mean, Hydro's doing work. He's on an 8 kill streak with that Machina. That's ridiculous. I mean, blue team is just starting to move up, but it's been a while and they haven't even capped his first point yet.
Yeah, and Rhino is sitting here looking for the whole team. He sees 6 of the 9 players. He's actually sitting on a rock. This Pyro's not going to find him unless he shoots up on the rock. Finally drops down. Now he goes for a pick. Pyro's there, but the Heavy spots him out, so not able to make a pick happen that way. But Hydro can still watch the side. They still know where they're coming from. This is quite a long... Oh, Pop comes through immediately.
Yep, they're exchanging the Ubers. Let's take a look at what's happening here. Red does have the advantage. Red is pushing on the blue combo right now, but they're going to pull back here.
Demo spam is doing its work, but they do avoid it fairly decently. Yeah, so yeah, what are we doing right now? Was that a good pop? Do you want to pop on first at all, man? Usually on most payload maps you want to just take first.
I feel like it
really
just came down to the fact that Red popped second in that particular situation, and when blue team backed up, they weren't in a good position to repush, and wow, Hydro's on a 10 kill streak. This is ridiculous. This is just the first point. I'm kind of worried right here for TCP. I mean, they did push the cart, you know, pretty far in, but well, not that far in, but they really need to make this happen and get that first point going.
Yeah, I mean, they do have it around the bin now, but Hydrofluoric again gets another headshot right onto the Scout named Kyle, but his name in game is like...
Red team pops and blue doesn't even have Uber for that. That's unfortunate. I think they could have built that Uber a little bit faster. I feel like them switching over to the other side was really working out for them. If they had that Uber, they might have been able to win it. I'm not entirely sure, but they were obviously getting a lot of room on that side that I felt red team should have been more aggressive with, and than they were when they had that Uber.
Irish is coming forward here. They finally took out that sentry gun. Most of red team was able to back out though. We're looking at even Ubers though. Did Gavin drop down at one point? I didn't quite catch that.
I'm not sure. I believe during that one Uber exchange on the side, on that narrow alleyway, I think they lost their medic and they lost that advantage. But yeah, I think red lost their sentry and then they just decided to back up here.
Alright, so we're now actually at the first point. 4 minutes is a really long time, I imagine, for this first point. It's been a while since I've casted Borneo, but I remember points taking about a minute or two. And the second point is not the easiest point to capture in the world, but are there any differences this time around? I see some new boxes are up on the side.
There's definitely a lot of differences that you can play with. I can see that the red soldier there, he actually gets taken down, so blue team actually has a pretty good setup for this to be very aggressive. And wow, Prestige goes huge. Red team doesn't even have their combo classes, just a pyro to Uber. And I think blue's gonna pull off a pretty successful repush here as the medic retreats.
Yeah, and Irish jumped up and finished off that demo man right at the top side, and wow, they got kind of a wipe here. I mean, it's a 6-on-5. 3 more just spawned back up for them. But they kept just in time alive, and yeah, they were just stuck in the corner. I've never seen the base like fall that rapidly before, actually. Zan tries to overstay his welcome, and is also kind of bleeding his team. Oh, but Rhino gets just in time in the back end, so it looks like things are setting right back up. No,
yeah, I agree, definitely. Irish Pub was able to get Gavin, which was gonna give TCP that advantage, but then the backstab changed it up, and I think Red is gonna have a successful defense here.
Yeah,
so they're just setting up.
Second point worked out much better for blue team here. Way better. How's this third point though? This third point is like completely different from what I remember from last season. There's like 3 levels now, and it's kind of mazy. Like, what is the right way to push this in? Is blue doing the right thing right now?
You know, it's hard to say. Definitely blue just needs to wait for that advantage because Gavin is close to having Uber and just in time is still quite a ways ahead from that. They're just kind of feeling for each other right now, I believe. And well, Hydro, he takes down the soldier and the sniper, so blue team definitely has to be careful for Hydro in this game. He's going to work. Wow, he gets the pyro too. Definitely lots of work being done from Hydro here.
Yeah, Hydra doing well. Oh, red team's going to catch out the demo and the heavy with an Uber here. They did an aggressive pop here, which you don't see super often. Most of the time people are just happy to hold it. And actually they're not going to get just in time, so the counter Uber could be like really strong here, but there's no heavy quite yet. Teleporter is up. I don't know what level it is yet. It looks like a 2, maybe even a 3, depending on how fast it's built back up. And the heavy's right here up in front, back on the attacker's left side. They're ready to go now, so here we go. Push through the middle, and the demo man is ready to go. Hydro on a 5k killing spree. Able to throw up some good spam up on this top here where the sentry gun was set up. They do get it, and they actually get Gavin for their trouble too, so 6-on-7 at the moment. Pyro is getting oh no, he gets cleaned up. Engineer and Scout doing a really good job of pushing this card down here, and I think the counter push was successful there.
Yeah, I definitely agree. That really aggressive Uber was unexpected from Praise the Sun, but they weren't able to take out the medic, and that's a big problem when you try to Uber aggressively. If you don't take out the medic, blue team has a really good chance at repushing, and they are really on a good track right now. They have advantage, and they're getting ready to capture last. That sentry is only at level 1 for red.
And the Engie gets taken out by David Box here. He's still has his DR. He's running. DR seems really pretty effective on this last point here. I've seen like every spy use it on this last of the few games I've seen of it so far. But yeah,
big play from Kyle there. He was able to play off of his demo man's damage, and he went really aggressively. He got the combo and actually got the medic. So now the red medic has the advantage for what is their team? Praise the Sun. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So their blue team is definitely gonna have to wait a bit longer before they can push into last now.
Yeah, for sure. About 50, no, more like 70% behind right now. We'll have to see if they do another. They want to do another aggressive push. They're posturing as such. Phalanx is ready to go.
Yeah, red doesn't have their heavy right now, and that might be a big deal. But blue team still does not have that advantage. Oh, and they're gonna do another aggressive Uber coming from red here. Can they take out the medic this time? But the pyro from Sunfire, the new Sunfire here, he's gonna air blast them back, and that aggressive Uber is not gonna work as planned. And now
Prestige
blue...
did kill himself for it though.
Oh, I see. Well, well, Prestige is back up now, but Just in Time is gonna have that Uber ready for the push. So we're gonna see if how quick they're gonna repush this, because red does not have an Uber to defend themselves.
Okay, and it looks like we're going to see them go long left side. Oh, there's a Pyro and Demo running right into them. Just in time is able to escape out of here. Demo, oh, they pop in with the Demo. The Heavy goes down immediately. Soldier is trying to get out of there really quickly. The Sentry Gun is doing its bestest with the Wrangle on top there, and 4 pipes go into it, but it's not dead. Spy on the backside. He's not able to get anyone quite yet, and it's actually a 4 on 5 right now. Fairly low levels here, but the Sentry Gun is still up and going. Still being wrangled, and they all came from one side here. I don't see anyone on the flank side. Finally, Sentry goes down with the Soldier on the backside. He does a double or triple kill. They need to get on that
card, man. Oh, wow.
They're so close. Oh, the other Soldier comes in. The Medic's still alive. Just in time has 33% Uber.
Oh, no. He runs into that Soldier.
Runs right into Zan.
They need to get on that card. Wow.
It's real close. It's really, really close. This Pyro could throw him off right. Oh, take some spam. Spy is there. He wants it too.
Spy
I don't think they're gonna get it.
Is dead ringing? No, it's not gonna work out.
Yeah,
oh, but the Soldier bomb, maybe. This is a really intense fight for last. They're really trying to hold on to this. Engineers just staying alive. Wow, they took a while in killing that engineer.
If they spent so much time trying to just push it in, they bled like for so long there, like a good minute of just, oh, let's get this one guy on the cart and maybe we'll win it. And it looks like Emperor Canadian, along with the Demo Man, whose name is not correct. What is his name?
Oh, another bomb from the Soldier there, but he gets taken out. Oh, and the Spy. He gets the Heavy. And their blue team is going for a repush. Their combo's being very aggressive. Red team does not have a Heavy. That card is being like really close to being capped here, but that Sentry I think is gonna hold blue team off. Let's see. Oh no, but that Scout's gonna cap it. Yep.
Oh jeez. If he wasn't wrangling it, that Scout couldn't have got it. But that's gonna be the first round there. That's so 10-30. That was a crazy last push there. Like I thought that Sentry Gun position was gonna hold it for them, and I thought that it was gonna give them like a really good time. Just because the blue team was on the all the other side over there, and then he wrangled it. Didn't catch the Scout. I have no idea how he didn't catch. I didn't even see the Scout. I didn't see Kyle moving in, and he gets the point. 10-30. So, okay, 6 minutes for the last 3 points, but 4.5 minutes for the first point here. How is this time?
I feel like, you know, this time is a decent run. Definitely that 4 minutes on first was hurt them tremendously, because getting a 6-minute time on this map, I would say maybe 7 minutes actually, if you took first in 1 minute like most teams do, 1 to 2 minutes for first. But I mean, they could have had a really good time for this map, with the exception of first, which really held them down. Overall, I think this time is okay, but I just have this feeling that if Hydra's able to get some good picks, if Praise the Sun is able to get some good picks, then I think they'll be able to get rolling. I think they'll be able to cap first a lot quicker, and I think they're going to have a more successful half and win this one.
Well, it looks like they lost their Heavy right here, so they're going to be saying pausing in 5, and yeah, we got the pause, so I'm going to stop right here, and we're going to be right back. And we're back. It looks like the 9th player isn't quite there yet, but it looks like we should be, drinking antifreeze, just joined back up in the game. The Engineer, I want to talk about this earlier. Where is the Sentry Gun? I don't see it.
I believe their Sentry Gun is, where is it? Is it in the house?
Oh, it's way in the back. Rhino got a sap on it.
Behind the tree. That's a very unusual spot, and yeah, that Sentry Gun's going to be taken down early. Not looking good right now for TCP. That was not a very questionable spot, I think, to put their Sentry down.
Xana just used his DH, and like there's no Sentry Gun now. The thing that caused them a 4-minute problem is now out. But David Box gets up Xan, and he gets a few other people too. So now it's a 6 on 9. 2 more people spawning back up here. Cart's going through the bridge area, but no, only level 1. So
I feel like TCP is just barely hanging on to this first point. I mean, their picking classes are definitely doing a lot of work trying to keep them back. But look at that blue combo. You see what I'm talking about? They're not staying back. They're actually going forward, and their medic is the one that's waiting here. But that Heavy is going to be taken out by a Sticky Trap from Prestige. So far, TCP is able to defend this first point, but so far they're giving Praise the Sun a lot of room here, and they're definitely pushing that cart farther than what TCP did.
Yeah, and they actually got just in time, so they have a super Uber advantage. They could theoretically just have even Uber's advantage and get this first point quickly here. It's only been a minute and a half so far, but yeah, it seems like they're stalling. The defenses aren't there, but they're kind of reluctant as well, Praise the Sun, to push this. They finally just now get on the cart. They will get it through with about 8:30-ish remaining, maybe a little bit more than that, and they're going to go the backside. Demo and Medic, I don't think this is spotted. There's no spy around here. They're coming around the back. Which door will they pop out of? They pop out of the one before the the slope, and the soldier finally sees them. So they're able to successfully loop around here. Is that an important thing you need to do on second?
Looping around here, I didn't actually play in Borneo Week, but I don't think it's as effective as TCP's earlier push for second point, but so far they're putting a lot of aggression on the point, and I think they're going to get that second cap fairly quickly anyway.
Yeah, and Salpal did get stabbed out, so the sentry gun did go down, and they actually kind of wiped. They took a lot of picks on the front side with the Demo Man, and then the NG spam wasn't there because it was only level 2. It wasn't a level 3 to do like any kind of rocket control. And wow, they're really moving forward here. Look at this combo. They're so aggressive right now.
Yeah, red team might not have enough time to set up on third, and it's not looking good for them.
It's just a spy and a sniper on the cart right now. Pyro coming up behind him, but we got the big old cores here, heavy demo medic going for it. Spy is like, oh, I didn't expect them to be that far. They're gonna run into a demo sniper. Heavy's like, oh, I think I can go for it. Oh, he did get antifree. No, he didn't get him. He just popped the DR. And they're gonna force them out of their own third point area. They're all gonna have to go back here. Spy's
this is looking really grim for TCP, definitely.
Yeah, you gotta have at least some defense on third here. It's still a good point to defend, right? I mean, I know it's easier to push now, but ooh. Emperor Canadian taking out Sunfire with a direct shot, but Zan immediately retaliates. Rhino gets out of Vote D as well, so no heavy, which you really need to stop kind of forward momentum on cards a lot of the time.
For sure, yes. So we're seeing red team right here. They're setting up on last, and Praise the Sun has 7 minutes, and that's going to be a lot of time for them to get this last point compared to what TCP had. So I don't know if red is going to be able to hold this for as long.
Yeah, red, they both pop Ubers, but it looks like red is flashing a little bit more. Their Uber's going to run out a little bit sooner, actually quite a lot sooner. They still only take a sniper for their time, so that works out in red's advantage a little bit, and the sentry gun is still up and running. There's no spy in the setup. In fact, they get a scout on the back end trying to sneak in. The combo's on the one side, and then the flanks are on the other side. You got Pyro, NG, Soldier on one side, and then Demo up, make that a non-demo and a non-heavy. Losing their medic, if they had known that there was no one else here, this heavy could have run down this medic, but fortunately there's a Pyro there. Pyro just hitting like stickies for some reason with his axe. I don't know why. He runs it and dies.
One thing I should say though is I feel like where red's combo is positioned is a lot smarter than where Praise the Sun was holding. It allows them to be, hold a lot more closer, and I don't know, I feel like it's a lot more, it gives Praise the Sun a lot less room to push into last. And earlier I noticed that Evoked was able to take down Antifreeze and Felix early on, and that's definitely something that's important.
Well, David Box here just gave an Uber to the medic, and they pop a little early here. I think the spam forced them out here, and the Pyro's still here. They're throwing them back through this doorway. They're not getting through at all. There's a lot of spam coming on red side, but it doesn't matter. Pyro threw them back, and now we're back to the same situation of a heavy on heavy around this corner engagement here, with demo spam also coming around. And nobody died. That was a completely deathless double Uber.
I think that's actually very important, because what matters is not necessarily killing the attacking team, but it's making sure they just don't put any time on the card. And I think that combo positioning, which I said was really effective, it was able to keep them out, and they didn't get any time on the card at all, even if nobody died. Both Ubers exchanged, and blue team absolutely got no room to push that card or get any frags.
Yeah, so 2 minutes behind and 5 minutes to go. And you keep commentating because I'm not sure I actually started the recorder. Give me a second. No, I did. I'm just paranoid. Okay.
That's fine.
Right,
blue team is pushing right here, but they lose their medic, and it's a bit questionable. I think their medic just rushed in, and that was a strange push. But now we're seeing from Pub, Irish Pub, some Conqueror push. What was that? A Conqueror push?
This is this is just a normal buff banner, quote unquote normal. I think I like this a little bit better, even though the angles are kind of bad in the front here. You want to get around them. The more damage you can just give with like blind stickies and stuff can be totally worth it. And they almost got Gavin for their troubles. They forced them all back out of here. In fact, Blue is really, really far back now.
Red doesn't have a combo to defend last, I just noticed, even though their medic does have 100% Uber, but Blue's gonna be filling out red team here. They're definitely playing really aggressive now that they don't have to worry about red team's combo, but their heavy is gonna get taken out, and the demo as well, so I don't think Blue is gonna be pushing for a while.
That Pyro, who is not tagged up correctly, his real name is Curbs, actually did a lot of stopping there, but just in time got taken out. And I think that
I'm
might
wrong.
be it.
They're actually going to be pushing in. The Heavy does get taken out by Rhino, and the Scout should be on the cart right now.
Whoa,
They should
wow,
really
yeah,
be pushing that cart.
It. There's like no one alive, and there's a spy on the front.
Yeah, there's no one here. They should be on the cart.
Oh, this spy just got a double kill. Rhino just got a double kill. Scout's here, but there's now a soldier and medic to block it. But now a Heavy comes in. This might be... No, I don't think it's enough, guys. I think they're stuck. But the nice thing is that Gavin has a really big Uber advantage. They just wait like 1 second for Kyle to get in position. This is like a one game.
Definitely. I think with this advantage, they're going to be making... they're going to be able to finally take this point, and whoop, the Pyro's going to try to deny them, but he's going to be taken out. And yeah, the demo's here. Now they're going to be going for the repush. They should really start focusing on that cart and start moving in, because they definitely have this point now.
Hey, do you have a spy in the back? Oh, Pyro does control him though, and it's now a 6 on 8 with only a level 1 sentry gun up. Sentry gets sapped. Hey, do you have that weird Wrangler error where the little laser beam just goes back and forth all the time? Or is that just me?
I'm not sure. I haven't been paying attention to the Wrangled Sentry at the moment.
Oh, here comes the buff banner. This could be enough that they need to turn things around. There's someone on the cart, a Pyro on the cart, soldier bombs in.
I feel
Scout
like
for his trouble, but the soldier gets the other one too.
I feel like this blue demo right here, he's kind of tunnel visioning. He was kind of tunnel visioning in that little hallway where the rest of the combo was, and I felt like if they kind of just pushed from the other side and went on the cart, they could have done a lot more work. But
that's a new hallway, isn't it? This is like new.
Yeah, that hallway is pretty new, but they were kind of staying there, and the rest of their team was kind of unsupported, and they got taken out, picked out one by red team.
David Box
so they do
picks
lose
off
the
Gavin
medic,
too.
and Gavin dies. So just in time has 100% Uber, and now blue team has 2 minutes.
Oh, the spy's on it. Wow,
I didn't even notice that.
Good positioning, and you gotta play a little bit more defensive than that. I mean, it looked like they were... Wow, it looked like they were just about to take it and just went out, but there's not quite what happened there. Craziness, man. Craziness.
That's ridiculous. I'm really surprised, actually, that they pulled that off, TCP. I was just paying attention to the Uber numbers, the Uber counters, and you know, just in time at 100%, Gavin was down, and I'm like, how is TCP going to be able to take this round now? They only had 2 minutes. But Rhino
like
really...
TCP couldn't do it.
But, not Rhino, sorry. The spy, David Box. Was David Box the one who capped it? Spy cap, right?
No, it was yeah, you're right, it was David Box, I think. No, well, whoever was the spy for TCP, which I think is... Yeah, that's David Box. Rhino is the other spy.
Wait a minute. No. It was Praise the Sun who was pushing in, actually. Oh, I'm sorry. It was my misunderstanding. My misunderstanding.
Okay.
Yeah, it was Praise the Sun that actually won that, because TCP was the first one on defense. Yeah, that was my bad.
That's right.
But yeah, big props to Rhino for definitely pulling off a successful spy cap. And you know, I think TCP could have done it. You know, I feel like they really had the chance to be able to make a successful push, but I don't know. I mean, a successful defense, but I mean, it was close.
It was close. Really close. It could have been like another Uber or two that could have like worked it out for them. They had a huge Uber advantage, but they got, I don't know, they got forward helding, and they were like looking too far ahead to the future, I guess, because if they had like held them back out of the house, then that would have been like a 2-minute defense, and that wouldn't have been a problem, right? Like it could have been an easier defense had they pushed them all out of the battlements area.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I feel like one thing I feel like is that I've noticed in this game is that the combo for TCP is has been playing really strong. I feel like the way they were holding last as well, I pointed out their positioning and their defense. I think, and just their overall positioning. I feel like the combo of TCP was playing really well, and yeah, for sure.
Even Curbs, who pulled out the home wrecker, by the way, to defend the sentry gun with the engineer while still sitting on the front side. He did there was one time where the heavy and demo went down, and then the pyro just still kept them around the corner and did everything he could, even taking a demo for his life.
Well, that's good. That's pretty good. I've never actually played with a pyro that's ever used home wrecker, but if it's used effectively, mad props to the pyro for doing that, pulling it off.
Oh yeah. I don't think it's actually that bad of a weapon at all. I think it's definitely underrated. It's really nice to be able to take off a sapper with just one hit, because a lot of these games seem to come down to, oh, the sentry gun goes down because the spy was able to sap the gun, right? So that's my theory. That's my theory on it.
Or if the sentry gun is being wrangled while, you know, the scouts put capping, you know? Well, how Praise the Sun was able to cap the last half.
Yeah, so I think I'm going to cut here while they're all looking through their logs, and we'll be right back for the second half. And welcome back to the second half. We had a little bit of a debate as to who actually won for a sec, because we had forgotten who's on which team, because teams, you got to tag yourselves up better, and it was Praise the Sun God taking out a 1-0 versus TCP, who almost held it out at the end there. Very close for everyone involved.
Definitely. I was really impressed with TCP's defense, but ultimately you just gotta watch out for those spy caps.
Yep, and all my vines are still screwed up for some random reason, but we're gonna watch Salpal here build up. He builds this. He's in the same spot, and it didn't work out for him last time, but he seems pretty committed to building behind the sentry gun, behind the tree with the sentry gun, putting a forward dispenser by the rock for the demo and the heavy. And the demo heavy medic, they don't have any pyro support here. They got the sniper watching the one sight line. Where is everybody? Okay, scout and pyro are coming up. The soldier isn't here though. This is weird because the map's gonna start in 20 seconds, and if the soldier isn't in position, he's just now coming up. So we got scout, pyro watching.
I still think that sentry spot is. I mean, the TCP's combo holds really well, but I still think that sentry spot. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know if it's that effective.
The ammo's also kind of hard to get to. You kind of have to go out of your way to get it to keep the sentry gun alive. I mean, you have an angle, so you can always rescue ranger it, but rescue ranger oftentimes isn't enough. If you like run off to go get ammo and then the spy just comes out and saps it, that's a problem, right? Speaking of sapping, he comes in immediately, but there's a total like homewrecker pyro here, just waiting to stop everything. The soldier here, what was the soldier's name? Who I can't remember. Zan is just like doing his direct hit thing against the sentry gun, and a really long. He just gets a 2-shot, takes it out. Again, sentry gun completely ineffective.
Yeah, that sentry gun spot is not very good, but Emperor Canadian is able to clear the card of the heavy and the pyro, but Felix is putting a lot of pressure on the combo. Oh, Emperor Canadian takes out the soldier, and that gun is getting put down again. And again, I don't know if that spot is that good, honestly.
Yeah, even at level 1, it must be worse, right? Like you should be building in a place that's safer.
If you ask me, I feel like TCP is giving up the first point again, and you know, if I were the engineer, I would probably be putting the sentry back at second or something. I would start setting up at second for sure.
Hydro takes a demo man here, which is actually kind of important because you can do a lot of spam around the first point checkpoint. They got a forward teleporter that still hasn't been taken care of yet. Let's see if anyone like gets a surprise teleport in here. If like a heavy or a pyro does, that'd be really amusing. Demo man pops out right here on front of the card, and Prestige immediately dies for it. Probably shouldn't have taken that teleporter.
So this is usually the normal time that I would have expected first point to be capped. So you know, 1 minute 30 seconds. It's pretty normal, I would say. So right now, blue team is Praise the Sun is going to be moving in through the flank again. I think they're going to be their combos rotating, and they're going to be moving in for another flank Uber here. Both teams have 100%, so it's going to be an Uber exchange once they start pushing the cart.
And Praise the Sun here, they've done a lot better job of spy checking, I want to say. It seems like the TCP spy hasn't been able to do as much. David Vox has been caught like the past 2 or 3 times in a row.
The Uber's coming in, but Red definitely has that super advantage because Old Irish Pub was able to force the medic all the way down in that ditch there.
They totally stacked it and got like 3 people on fire. And that's going to be a 4 on 6 now, so 4 on 6 on attack is not that great. Not where you want to be at all.
Successful defense from TCP, but still that card is definitely close to capping, and that's one thing that they're gonna have to pay attention to.
This demo's doing a reasonably good job of still keeping the forward pressure out there while also making sure the card's defended. You got to scout for his troubles, and now everyone's falling back. They're not up the, what do you call that? There's the bridge hill, the cart goes over.
Bridge.
Bridge.
I'm not entirely. Yeah, probably bridge. I'm not entirely sure.
Well, Irish gets taken out this time, so they didn't want to get forced again. But Gavin, actually, it's all said and done. He has an Uber advantage by about 10%.
Both teams are nearing around 80%, 90%. They're going to be pushing this time a little bit closer, and I feel like this is going to be definitely a better push that's going to come from Praise the Sun, because that's, you know, it's a lot closer, and they might not have to worry about soldier bombs here.
They keep bleeding though. Kyle goes down and Sunfire goes down, so the two best card pushers right now are out of the match. Soldiers are fighting in the backside, and Zan actually gets off cut out there. So now there's a Uber on Uber engagement. I have no idea who has a better Uber right now. It looks like Blue actually is going to lose their Uber first. They got a heavy behind them now though. Will he get cleaned up or will he be able to do work
this
here?
heavy is just roaming behind him and he's taking out a lot of people, but...
He got a triple kill, but not the medic, unfortunately.
Unfortunately, but Brazen Sun is going to be able to cap this point, so...
Yep, looks like it was enough, but I think maybe TCP did enough there. 352 for 2 points. That seems fairly normal, but we'll have to see. If they get time set up for third here, it's almost certainly worth it. The engineer, there wasn't a sentry gun there, so I wonder where the engineer is right now. Or no, there was a sentry gun there. I apologize. Two picks going on the front.
Emperor Canadian goes down. Hydra with the big domination. Red team's gonna have to watch out for a snipe. This is definitely.
You're totally right. Definitely winning the sniper battle, or at least the one-on-one sniper battles.
Hydra sentry gun level 1
the scoreboard
gets
like the
down.
entire game, I think, right?
Yeah, he's top. He's top scoring right now. 16. Emperor Canadian 15. It's close during this half, I think, but back then, in the last half, Hydra was definitely up there, way beyond Canadian.
Rhino able to find an Evoke D for his trouble, so no heavy. Not the worst thing to lose at this kind of point. You really just want to keep your spam up with the Demo Man.
David Box takes out Gavin. That's a medic drop.
Oh,
wow.
Geez. I was like, oh, it's probably going to happen on red side, but no, Uber drop coming out here, and all of a sudden, Praise the Sun God's really good position, not looking so good anymore. Now, the nice thing is that the engineer, he's on the lower floor. No one else is there. The heavy finally comes up. With the scout, are they just going to backcap this? Wow, this point is so cool now, man.
I'm not entirely sure. That would be ridiculous.
It looks like they just want to backcap it.
Wow. Hydro takes down the heavy. They're gonna cap this.
Oh, it's so close. Spies there.
Hydro going huge. 6 kill streak already for this guy. Holy crap.
They get it.
And they do cap it.
There's a sentry gun set up. There's a buff banner going right now for TCP, and they just push it down. Really good.
You know,
that was such a mistake.
Yeah, it was a good push, but I also realized was Just in Time decided to keep the Uber, so I think, you know, TCP is opting to, you know, I think they kind of opted to give them third so they could have advantage for a last defense. One thing for sure though is that Red team was losing their sentry all the time. They didn't have a sentry to defend third, so even with the Uber advantage, blue team had room to cap third pretty easily, I feel.
Yeah, probably. It's now a 6 on 7. Surefire just went down, and Scout gonna try and push the cart, but not able to get it. The thing is that he kept trying to rebuild in the same spot, and they knew it was there, and they kept getting it. I feel like the engineers he just needed a secondary position he could go, so that they wouldn't be able to immediately lock onto the sentry gun and take it out. And there was just no pressure on the lower floor. And this new 3-tiered third point, it's just Rhino tries to go for a pick, but not able to find anything.
Kyle takes down the sniper and the scout, so that gives Hydro some more leeway to possibly make a pick here. That's pretty important.
And also go for a back cap as well. Oh, sentry gun just got taken out. Direct hit. Zan has just been rocking this direct hit. And for a really good reason. Sentry guns are really strong on Borneo, I think.
Oh, Ubers are being exchanged right now, and we're going to see what's happening here. The demo does get taken out for blue team. They're pushing that card, though, and...
Oh, sick.
That's sentry gun.
This Pyro's going to get a triple kill. This Pyro gets the medic. He got him with like every single one of his weapons, the flamethrower, the flare gun, and the extinguisher. It was a 3K, and that's gonna be it. It's only a Pyro and a Spy up. Spy's not gonna be able to stop this. Pyro might be able to throw him off. Not able to get it. That was sick. That was such a good forward Pyro play.
It was a good push, you know. I think it's really been coming down to the sentry gun and keeping that alive. I mean, if you think about it, TCP didn't have a sentry gun to fall back on for, I would say, like every single point. First point, besides second, I think, actually. First point, their engineer, Alpha, from TCP, Alpal, actually, Salpal, he put that sentry gun behind the tree and it got taken down really easily. He was kind of late in setting up the sentry at second. At third point, his sentry got taken out easily, and all he had to defend third was level 1s, and I mean, same thing with fourth point. That sentry just got taken out, and he only had a level 1, and blue team was able to push that level 1 and take it out really easily, and they got some points a lot easier than they should have if, you know, TCP had a level 3 instead.
I have 3 words for you, Bowswer. 3 words. Praise the Sunfire. Like, this kid is top scoring on his team as a pyro. I've never seen this guy before, and now he's definitely on my list of people to watch every time. Like, he won the round for them last round. He closed the deal for them. It was just sick.
For sure, very impressive flare shots. I think Hydro needs to start doing some more work as well. I mean, he's already been doing a fantastic job.
Are you snacking right now?
Yeah, I'm eating a sandwich right now. I'm pretty hungry.
That makes a lot of sense. Well, sandwich that doesn't give you 150 HP is probably not worth it overall, I think. Not but
Alright.
I'm just giving you shit, man. It's okay. I will talk through all of it. Gavin, still sitting good. Just in time, not willing to leave, of course, so medics are really boring right now.
You know what I noticed is that...
Oh, what's up?
Blue team is pushing that cart fairly far, you know. Even though Red has that position, I feel like Red is kind of holding a little bit farther back. But I mean, look how far that card is going, and they're not really putting any pressure on the cart. But Blue team is Ubering, and Red team is gonna have that slight Uber advantage here. Both Ubers are exchanged here.
And let's see what Blue can do here. Oh, the Sentry Gun gets picked up, moved, and Prestige wants it. He's going in. Yeah, he finds a demo, and actually with his spy they clean up.
Oh
my
god!
Oh, the Sentry Gun got reset up already. He's gonna do some cleanup here. Inchi's down, but this Sentry Gun I think is still alive. Where is it? Where's this Sentry Gun? Oh, it's finally down.
They should get on that card. Yeah, they definitely need to get on that card. Blue combo needs to move up and be aggressive, and maybe they can cap second fairly quick too. There's only a pyro at second for Red team. They need to start moving right away. You know,
the medic and the soldier are backing out the long way. They don't want to get spotted by this Blue team.
They're definitely playing a little bit farther back, and now Red is up. That Sentry is at level 1 though, so I think they should really take advantage of that. And I don't know.
Well, they don't have Uber though, so this is a weird position. But this is a really good one to take advantage of if you're Blue, because there's no level 3. Pyro throws him back, so that's really
that Sentry is hurt and everything. The demos go down though, so I don't know if they'll be pushing.
Everyone's super stacked right here though. This is a problem. Like Gavin has his Uber, but okay, they finally spread a little bit. There were like 4 people right in front of that Sentry Gun, and if a crit scree came through and blew them all to hell, this would have been like a 3rd point as well. They actually are getting really good forward position here, but I mean they're giving up cart position to have a better Sentry Gun, and I think it's worth it this time.
I agree, but I definitely think that TCP kind of after they were able to wipe Red and get first, I felt like they were kind of slow in going to second. I felt like they could probably have been a little bit faster and maybe put a little bit more pressure, because now Red has a full-fledged defense and everything, and it's gonna be difficult to push through this.
Yep, this is also a really good time too, so like they can't afford to make mistakes. And here comes one that's a perfect Sentry Gun kill. Everyone else should be flooding in any moment now. Picks aren't happening right now. The Sentry Gun went down. Oh, they lose a heavy too far forward.
Prestige is doing a lot of work on Demo Man, and that whole combo is bunched up and everything. Oh, Soldier Bomb here takes out the medic. Old Irish Pub, good job.
Oh, you're a little bit ahead of me, and yeah, just caught it right now on me. And Gavin went down. Just in time, still alive. Well, he's throwing out the candy
Red is gonna lose this. Red is gonna lose this. Really smart plays. I think Old Irish Pub did a great job. He took out the medic, and his sniper was able to support him by picking out the heavy, I think, and they were able to turn what seemed like a losing Uber because they lost the heavy right away to, you know, a successful one. But that pyro is gonna be coming on the medic and the heavy, but Sunfire gets taken out, so.
Ooh.
Fortunately, no big plays that time for Sunfire.
That was looking scary though. I would have pooped my pants if I was that medic.
One thing I noticed is that Praise the Sun doesn't have a sentry, and again, sentry is really important. Just in time has 100%, and they need to play really aggressively here. The heavy does get taken out. Gavin gets taken out, so this is looking grim for Praise the Sun right now.
There we go. Now he's Rhino's coming online here. Sorry, David Box is coming online, making a lot of good picks on all of his lives recently. That's going to start pushing things back, and it looks like we're going to be sitting at a... Oh, Zan's going to make some picks. Going to delay the card a little bit. Not able to get a lot, though. 5 on 7 at the moment, and we're going to be sitting at, I'm going to say 305. No, a little bit before then.
Oh my god, Sunfire. And Rhino. That is... Oh, and Rhino... Oh my god, Rhino takes out the heavy and then headshots the sniper. Wow. And
nice.
Rhino with the big pick. I mean... Rhino with the big plays, and Sunfire took out the med also. That was a really nice double play. And Red Combo is getting really aggressive here. They really don't want to give any room. They want to win this half. But David Box, oh my god, again, more big plays. David Box taking out the heavy and Emperor taking out the med. So, even though Rhino and Sunfire did a great job, TCP is able to return the favor.
Well, most importantly, he's able to like live and tell the tale here. So like, he's gonna get DR'd here by this demo man. He's going for this NG, but I think they know he's here. So, all Zan, he should have popped his DR. I don't know why he didn't. Caster's Curse. He was doing so well, and then he just dies to something stupid. So. Gavin is actually behind an Uber. We're having about a 35% advantage here. This is the time. This is the time of your TCP to take this to a 1-1 game.
Definitely, absolutely. Definitely also that's worth pointing out is the fact that, you know, they actually have a level, Praise the Sun actually has a level 3 sentry to defend last, so pushing this is gonna be harder for sure, but Blue is getting ready to push now. So they're gonna be opting to go in the hallway, and Uber is gonna be exchanged very soon. Blue is going to be, the Blue Uber has started.
Wow, they got all the way through that hallway too.
Wow, Gavin and Felix get taken out. They get the sentry. This is their time to shine. They need to go now. That blue combo just completely retreated from that Uber, and they have it. They have it. This is a 1-1 game.
And you know, that was like, the flanks were just not in the right positions. The sniper was looking down the wrong hallway on the other side of the map. The soldier was out of position on the low ground as well, and now we're sitting at a 1-1 game here. So I think, I don't know, maybe just having this timer and being able to go aggressive just works out well in Borneo. So we'll have to see for the third round here, but I hope you all tune in. And welcome back to the third round here. TCP able to hold it out there. You want to give us a little bit of an overview of what's happened so far, man?
Definitely. I think in the last half, when in the last half when TCP was pushing, we noticed that Praise the Sun, you know that rock area to the right of Borneo. Let me see right now, where Gavin is holding currently from I think their combo got stuck here near these rocks, and they just got completely, you know, surrounded from all the people on TCP, and they lost that first point pretty handily. And just through a series of events, some very good plays, especially on the medic, just in time had that Uber advantage pushing last, and they had a really successful push, and they got that sentry down very quickly, even though it was level 3. And really impressed so far by this game. So yeah, this round has started.
Game. Or at least I think this is just even like Borneo is like way better than it was last season. Like it plays way better, or at least it looks like it. Just
I have literally I have like no problem with this entire like season's map list. Some people do, but I don't really care. I like it.
Sick. And looks like we're gonna actually force the cart to stay under the tunnel here with the soldier and the scout here. Sentry gun isn't taken out yet. It's on a more harsher angle now, closer to the house. The
TCP combo is definitely starting to get a little bit more aggressive instead of hiding in forward spawn like they did in the first half. But I don't know. I mean, if they're gonna play without their medic and rely on a play, did Gavin drop?
Gavin did drop. I think it was a sniper pick by Hydrochloric, but I didn't quite catch it. Yeah, not good. But the
Hydro. Emperor Canadian.
Yeah.
Really good play by Emperor Canadian. They should start moving immediately. They need to play off of that advantage like they did in that last push and get this point.
Well, this Heavy's got a good angle here. Oh, Engineer got really aggressive there, and the sticky blew him up and the sentry gun. That is
that is
not
unfortunate.
Efficient.
That is unfortunate.
Demo goes forward here.
They need people on this cart. They need people on this cart because not only do they not have the sentry, but Gavin gets a Uber saw on the spy. So Gavin does have the Uber advantage, but yeah. Alright, well they're gonna take first pretty quickly. Anyway, that was some really nice play. Good Uber drop from Emperor Canadian onto Gavin, and that's gonna be a good cap for first.
TCP really wanted to get a medic pick there on just in time, but the soldier got a little bit stopped there, and then the Spy actually got body shotted by the sniper. They were ready for it. Lose out the sniper this time, so Hydra will have that sniper advantage going forward here. Demo trying to do good spam. He is doing good spam and forced out an Uber.
Oh.
Soldier in the
force
pack
is coming.
Too. Oh, he kills himself.
Irish Pub craters on top of the Ubered combo. That is hilarious.
Yeah, that was not. I don't think that's quite how he wanted it to go. So Uber forced. They lost a lot of people for it, but they have a really big Uber advantage back here now. So
Blue combo is holding a bit far back. I would say that they could probably be more aggressive though. They shouldn't be holding back because they do have advantage now, and their demo is with them. So if I were them, I would start going right away. And
yeah, it looks like they're not quite going yet, actually.
Oh, that scout goes down, and oh, they lose their demo. And a early pop. Did the medic wasn't close to dying? That's a bit of a questionable pop, unless he didn't want to get sniped.
There's a soldier way above him. Oh, and Rhino makes some good picks here. Gets the scout off.
Definitely.
They're not able to get up. They're not able to get in position. That was a wasted Uber, and maybe that was just Zan forcing the pop there, but that wasn't what they wanted to do at all. And the soldier's still jumping forward. Irish just wants to kill the sentry gun. Another jump. He's actually back behind the side. Oh, he's still going. No, Irish isn't able to make anything happen. That's really unfortunate. You want to have him alive right here.
Another Uber from Gavin, and they're going to be trying to play very aggressively. They're really using aggressive Ubers instead of just holding with the advantage. But that scout, they don't notice the scout. Oh my god.
That's not good. The pyro needed to be in position for that, but he was on the around the house there, so.
That sentry. Oh, that's the sentry instead of rescue ranger, but I guess that engineer was nowhere near.
I think. Oh no, he did lose it, unfortunately. They have a forward level 3 defense sentry gun here. And this heavy might be able to. This demo's definitely going to be able to spam it. And actually,
that sentry is getting down. Yeah.
If they had been able to build, like, save their sentry and build to level 3 or something like that, this could have been interesting. But instead, we just got like this crazy fight in the third middle.
If they noticed that scout capping when the demo had Uber, then they probably could have stopped third from being capped. But Blue is looking in a really good position now. That sentry's only level 1, and even though Gavin has advantage, I don't think that the red combo is in a good position to defend third, unless Blue just holds back, which I think they're just going to do that.
Well, they did get a force out here from just in time, because Rhino got the demo man, and then he was about to pick the heavy, and then the medic said, I'm not having 2 picks from this spy here, so I'm going to pop. But I don't think it's quite worth it from there. So advantage, oh my gosh, good jump. That takes out another medic.
Kyle takes out just in time, so Gavin is able to pop this comfortably. Canadian gets taken out by the spy here, and ooh, this scout. Yep, Felix takes out the scout and the soldier, and oh, the demo's jumping. He's being really aggressive here. Prestige. He's putting out so much damage on the red combo, and even though TCP lost just in time, this is a really scrappy fight, and it looks like TCP ended up actually being in the better position with the better positioning.
Scout doesn't get the med. Wow.
TCP has better positioning here, and they're able to repush. Sorry, that is my doorbell. It is very loud.
Wow, you have an interesting doorbell, bro. They're running just in time's running a crit streak now. It's getting run down by the spy and the heavy, so he does get cleaned out. Gavin also going down though, so it's just been like a medic spree. No one able to like really make a good hold happen on this third point so far. It's just been like offensive powerhouse the entire time. And now we have proc DP building a sentry gun on the front side. The spy spots it. They should be ready for it. He's not in the house. Instead, he's in the backside.
Hydro takes out the pyro, and Salpal suicides himself to cap the cart, and that's pretty important. So now red team is gonna have to fall back here and set up for last. There's no sentry here yet, but both medics are at 30% Uber, so we're gonna see what's gonna happen next here, because oh, they actually do have a sentry. They're holding forward again.
Yeah, they're holding real forward, bro. And actually, that demo wasn't able to, Felix wasn't able to get a good clean out there, but still, Hydra actually on a 5k now. They're holding the forward sentry gun here, and it's been 530 for 3 points, which isn't a bad spot to be. I think that's the best 3-point defense time we've seen so far, actually.
Actually, you mean best offense time. Emperor Canadian,
oh,
wow. He took out the demo earlier, and then he takes out the medic. Even though Hydro's on a 6-kill streak, at this point in time, Emperor Canadian definitely went with some huge picks and a Pyro Uber to take down the sentry. That's strange, but I'm not gonna debate that because they're able to take down this forward last hold pretty handily, and they're motioning in to take down last as well.
Well, I liked it because right now all you need to do is get all the area possible to stage the final assault here, and he has really good angles to run into the sentry gun, and there was no reason like that he wasn't going to get defense at at the same elevation. So I think it was a reasonably good thing to do. From Curbs, his name is Curbs, not 10 people famous. Stop changing your name, bro. Spy coming in gets the heavy actually. Rhino again making good picks. All the assassination classes have been doing well so far. The scouts
that sentry is only on level 1. That's pretty important to point out. Both teams, just in time has the advantage, slight advantage, and that sentry needs to get to level 3 quickly, because if they push in, and even if they both have Uber, if that sentry's not level 3, it's going to be looking pretty bad.
So regardless of what happened, of like that forward, you know, losing out your medic there, that forward hole bought them good time, right? So everyone's sitting at the same Uber. Oh, speaking of which, they Uber in, and the Pyro.
Oh,
It was the soldier.
Hydro takes down the heavy for TCP, but that sentry does go down to Pub, and Blue is looking to push. Just in Time did pop fairly early, and they're putting a lot of time on that cart, but Gavin pops very much later, and this offense didn't go so well even without that sentry up.
Surefire still did like tons of damage there. Not only did he threatened to kill the medic and didn't get the medic, he then got thrown onto the point and then killed a scout and a soldier for his trouble defending the point. And then did a cleanup on the engineer as well. So
Proc is
he's been doing lots of good damage.
Proc is running minis right now, so you can definitely tell how desperate their hold is starting to get. They definitely don't want to lose this last point, and they're willing to run minis just to get those sentries.
Basically even paper this game. Proc BP has 5 points this whole round.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow, I just noticed that. That is... The snipers are also even as well. Emperor and Hydro. Pretty surprising work from Canadian. He's doing a good job. Even though he just got taken out by Hydro right now. But Blue is starting to Uber in now, and Gavin does not have charge. I didn't notice this. But Hydro's getting
Gavin's
a lot of
almost
picks.
had it though.
Hydro's getting a lot of picks. There's only a Wrangled Mini, but Gavin does get that Uber in time, and this Blue push is not going to work out.
Yeah, they're not even going to be able to get on this cart here. The cart is actually not really threatening at the moment. And I like the rotation on the sentry gun. I think rotating it over to this long side where they like to push from gives them a hard angle to do, and then if they're not prepared for, I mean they can see it, but if they're not prepared for it, they're just gonna stage an attack to a location that's not viable for them. So I like the switch. I think the mini has worked out so far because all they have to do is delay. If they can make like an 8-9 minute time out of this good 7-minute attack here, they've done their job. So
Blue Combo's motioning to come out of the other side here, but they're Praise the Sun is really trying to keep them out, not give them any sort of room to work with whatsoever.
Yeah, they've done a really good job so far defending last year.
Just in Time does have like 30% advantage, and Red Team only has minis. So if I were Just in Time, I would push like right now. You know, this is a really good situation. 30% advantage. They don't have a level 3. This is the time for Blue to push, but I'm not seeing that right now.
Zen's getting a little overzealous here, and they're finally roping around. They're gonna give Gavin his time though. Gavin's gonna be ready to go. Yeah, they gave Gavin
enough time to get the Uber, and now Gavin is gonna pop much late, and that's not good. You know, I understand that TCP was trying to rotate to the other side, but you know, even an Uber from another direction would have been fine because they had such a big advantage.
The one like sunny side to this is that Gavin now has about a 10% Uber advantage, and they actually are staging fairly well. It's a 5-on-5. But both teams have their heavy and medics up, so like pushing's gonna be hard, especially with this Pyro. Surefire doing lots of work. Actually, both heavies dying out here, and the scout's gonna try and make a pick on the medic here. Not able to get him. Finally gets cleaned out by Hydro.
Hydro was doing a lot of work. I think he headshot the heavy for 150, which let the scout kill him in like a meat shot, and he got the medic, and definitely a lot of work here.
Oversaw right on the soldier while the cart was being stopped by the spy. What teamwork there?
This is not looking good right here for TCP at all.
No, Gavin stayed alive.
I've noticed that Praise the Sun is not being aggressive with their Ubers like they were on defense, and I think it's working out for them a lot better. And I feel like Blue Team is kind of making a mistake, just always pushing in through that narrow hallway. I don't know. It seems it's a very bottlenecky, really choky thing that you don't want to get caught up in without Uber, or if you know Gavin does have that Uber advantage when they pop late.
It really seems like they should push from attackers right, defenders left side, because the sentry gun isn't there, right? They don't have to worry about that huge height advantage of a sentry gun bearing down on them all the time. The spy, the scout, and the sniper, both people you can pick off fairly easily if you catch them, are right there, so you could start the fight at like a 9v7, and they're not able to do it.
So both teams are at 100 right now, and you know I think TCP shouldn't push through this hallway. I think they should really just go out with that Uber, go all out. Go outside, go into the big open area and push with the Uber through there instead, but that's just me.
They're finally doing it. They're finally going to the attacker's right side. They're gonna get a demo or a sniper. Yeah, Sniper's super dead.
Sniper pick's pretty important. Now they're pushing in here, even though Gavin is milking this Uber like crazy. Praise the Sun definitely has a lot less numbers, and we'll see if this is a success or not. I just realized that card is really far back, and you know, even though Praise the Sun definitely has like only 3 people up. This is something for Blue, you know, to be able to push the cart like they are right now. Wow, yeah. Really good repush from TCP here. They're gonna take it. I'm pretty sure they're gonna take it, but no. The engineer and the demo and the sniper, they're coming in. The spy, they're really trying to keep this cart going, and they were able to prevent the repush from TCP from being successful. Wow.
Yeah, not bad at all. I just think, you know, the way the distances work out, you had a longer spawn, but they were able to get up here, and they did have a height advantage there. So desperately defended, but I mean, because the cart was so far back, if that cart was like at the gates like it is now, that would have been around. But we've still wasted another. We have like another minute down on the clock here. So defense working. Defense is, you know, just stopping the game, and the Uber comes through. They catch a
Uber from just
soldier.
in time here. There's no sentry. Gavin goes down, and this is TCP's round. They should take this.
Yeah,
they
this
had
should be
advantage.
Oh, this demo can't hit a pipe though. Oh, that sucks so bad. Prestige, loving it, not getting the heavy for his trouble. Spy's just sitting here on the cart. It's now a 5 on 3. So.
The survival of that heavy meant everything. He was just able to, you know, shut down the cart for as long as he lived, and yeah, that was pretty big.
That's gotta be, you gotta be sour about that.
It definitely looked like TCP had it before that heavy was still alive, and he was able to kill and do a lot of damage to other classes.
Looks like they're doing a quick substitution here, a la basketball.
This is really
soccer.
interesting when there's only like 1 minute left on the card, you know?
Yeah, I guess he getting bad connection or something like that, or maybe he's all like, I just want to pad my stats, guys. I don't want to have any more deaths to my name.
Oh my god, the crits is coming in here. Oh, and they're gonna take out the heavy. This crits is looking really successful, and they do take the point finally. That was a really smart play, actually. Gavin was not even close to having Uber, and that crits creek allowed them to build up way faster and just come in and take the point because there was no level 3.
Yeah, you're definitely like a good 5 seconds ahead of me, so why don't you pause yourself for like 3 seconds and then come right back in, and then we'll be a little bit more connected, because as you were saying, the game was over there. I just now seeing it finish out.
Oh, okay.
So
I'm sorry.
That's okay. Just whenever you like, just give yourself a few seconds and we'll be fine. Well, 4:24. That's really good. So, I mean, they have a lot of time now. And that scrappy defense like pulled out for them. Like, I think the big problem was just not keeping the cart pushed forward, like not risking your flanks enough to keep the cart like inside the door. What do you think about that?
Yeah, for sure. I definitely think that the scrappy. I think that Praise the Sun was a lot better in their scrappy defenses. You know, playing after Ubers have faded or playing during that repush time period. And they definitely won most of those, but by the time, you know, just in time broke out the crits, it was too late. But 14 minutes is still definitely a pretty big time, so I'm not entirely sure if, you know, TCP is going to be able to defend this for that long.
Yeah, this is definitely hard. This is going to be like pedal to the middle. We have to stop them at every single point, or else it's just impossible kind of deal. Although, I mean, as we saw with the last point there, that was a 7-minute defense. So, I mean, it felt like forever. It was only 7 minutes.
So I'm noticing here that Salpal, even his sentry's at level 1 again, but at least finally he moved it somewhere else besides that atrocious tree spot. So I mean, that's probably it's level 2, but nope, that sentry, that direct hit's gonna take down the sentry, and now I'm really worried because it looks like red team, no, both do have 100%.
Zan has all of the angles, all of the sentry gun spots on this first point here, and it's really showing off for him. Sentry gun up, gets taken out again. No more sentry guns.
Early pop from TCP, and Gavin is gonna have full advantage to be able to take this point. That sentry again, wrangled, but you know, not level 3, and I have a feeling that once blue starts to repush as they are right now, they're gonna be able to take this point fairly easily with full advantage.
Yeah, and I'm getting some frame clips here, so I'm just messing around with some stuff real quick, but don't mind me doing that. And we're now sitting at 6v7 in blue team's favor, just now getting 2 more players up. You know, this direct hit here is actually doing a lot of work for them. So
for sure. So yep, Praise the Sun motioning here for a fairly quick first point take. and the Spy is hiding here in this corner right next to the cart. And oh, he does take down Hydro, but unfortunately no picks on the medic or the combo. So
no, Just in Time is sitting all the way in the back. They're set up for a good second point defense here, which I think is fair.
Oh my God, Emperor Canadian takes out Gavin. That's no advantage here for Praise the Sun, and their combo is just sitting here in this ditch. And I don't think, with the exception of the very first half, but I think the last half and this one, you know, pushing through the ditch hasn't really worked out for them. I think they would have had better luck pushing through the bridge or something instead. That ditch definitely gives pick classes a lot of room to make picks, you know, to force the medic or to drop the medic in this case.
Yeah, and oh, takes out David Box here with a snipe, and we're just looking at a 6v9 now. Blue could do it. They got a Gavin pop though, so we're sitting at a Gavin about 10% just in time, sitting with a really big Uber advantage. That could be enough to make a few minutes happen here. I mean, this is definitely a good game so far. This is definitely not over, despite the 12 minutes remaining.
Just in Time has that Uber advantage, and blue team is kind of holding back, possibly afraid of an aggressive Uber, but Salpal does not have his sentry up either. He's just starting to get it up right now. So Praise the Sun is holding far back. They're afraid of that aggressive Uber, but they have an Uber now, and they're gonna get ready. Oh, but Emperor Canadian takes out Felix, so no demo, and that might postpone this push.
Yeah,
Demos are traded here. The sentry is not level 3 yet, but this is definitely gonna hold off players from, you know, another Uber exchange at second.
I think I'm having like super frame rate issues now, Bowswer. I don't know why, but I'm gonna have to figure that out. You're super far ahead of me, but I'm just now catching up to both demos dying out here, and I'm sitting at around 10:55. What time are you at?
I'll pause right now. Hold on.
No, it's okay. It's my CPU chugging it and plugging away, and I'm dropping frames here. So
I'm at 31 right now. 31.
Oh, okay. Just pause for like 10 seconds, and we should be back together. 40, 39, 38, 37, 36, 35. Getting an Uber going forward here on both sides. 33, 32, 31, 30. Sorry about that. Just had to take care of that.
That's fine. That's fine.
Yeah, and actually not really a lot of, like, this defense is kind of successful. We're sitting at 10:22 now, and the card hasn't been taken yet, so if this demo could get forward here and make a play happen, but okay, Zan does take out the sentry gun from the long distance here. Heavy is looking for spies, but not able to find him. The demo spam is relentless in this corner.
Praise the Sun is looking to repush this. They're not even going to push with Uber, opting for that kind of MTS style no Uber push. But Gavin does get taken out, and there's no heals for Praise the Sun. So even though Praise the Sun is able to take second, I would say, especially with Just in Time's huge Uber advantage, that TCP has a chance to make a very solid third hold here. They have lots of time, and they have the advantage.
It's a question of, can you get a level 3 sentry gun set up here? Because if you can stop the demo, and also, I don't know, this location right here that every single engineer is set up, it hasn't worked out for anybody yet. Both times, no one's been able to get to level 3. And both times it's just been taken out by a quick, 2 or 3 stickies just to blow it up as quickly as possible. So I don't know if this is like the right spot or not. It hasn't worked out super well for them yet. But we'll see. If a level 3 definitely could do some work here. 9 minutes remaining.
That level 3 is getting set up, but oh! Wow, dude, look at that. Curbs was able to reflect 3 direct hit rockets and kill Xan, and that sentry got saved there. That is absolutely nuts.
I'm just that's sick, and I can't believe Xan was like, that's such a long altitude to shoot from ground floor to the sky basically. Spy coming in now and actually gets cleaned out, so they also take the NG and the Scalp for their trouble. So it's a 6-on-9. Defense is working.
They're gonna start popping in here, and that sentry is gonna get taken out. Oh no! Actually, Curbs is able to reflect those stickies and save the sentry, and that's gonna mean everything for this, as this push has failed. This push has failed for Praise the Sun.
Yeah, wow! I can't believe they reflected that, and the Uber is still going forward here. Heavy getting taken out, Pyro getting taken out. Defense created. 8:14 remaining, and we're really close.
Yeah, I mean, it's anyone's game. I would say, TCP, despite that 14-minute offense time, which is, you know, a very long time, they've already held out for 7 minutes, and they have third and fourth to go. And you know, these are the hardest points to cap on Borneo for sure. Last and third for sure.
And yeah, we're okay. The scout. So scout's kind of important for this last point here. He's got to like catch every flank side, and he's got to know exactly where the attackers are coming from. Backing out now. Old Irish pub here, sitting on the backside. They don't get us. They got a headshot, but not a kill for it. Sentry gun is set up back to level 3. They are sitting on the defensive side. We'll see if they go for the, you know, just right on the sentry gun again. If they go left or right, it looks like they got a soldier right. Okay, they do sap it. It's taken out first before an Uber even comes through. Gavin only sitting at 70% right now, just in time, moving up to 100%. Not forced though. No team has been forced yet. Sentry gun getting reset up, but this demo man is still here. Oh, pyro in the backside. If he had an extinguisher, that was a dead demo and possibly a dead medic, but it wasn't. And instead, actually, they popped through. Medic is hurt, but medic pops on the backside. But this is not where they wanted to pop. 10 people famous, also known as Curbs, able to keep them back. And this soldier on the backside able to clean up on the medic. Demo man couldn't spam down the main defensive way, and they're finally able to get forward here. But okay, they are actually like quote behind in time now. So like 6:45, 6:40ish for the third point, meaning you got 6:40 for the last one, which is TCP just have to do as well as Praise the Sun Gods did. So.
All right, well, there's a wrangled level 2 right now on last, so Gavin does have the Uber advantage, and that Sentry's not level 3, it's level 2, but Just Time doesn't have any advantage. He doesn't have that advantage, and this Praise the Sun push, even though they're pushing through long, is going to mean everything. That Uber does get popped, and
they had no idea
Pyro's doing
too.
as best as he can.
They had absolutely no idea it was there, and instead the Scout gets a double kill on the front side. Sentry gun is getting wrangled, but it's not really shooting anyone. Oh, Canadian takes out antifreeze, so that will stuff him back there. The Spy is pushing, the NG is pushing. Sentry gun isn't dying yet. Scout is doing his best, keeping people off the cart. Finally gets blown up by Zan here, and the Spy is still pushing. It's a 5-on-7 now though, so Soldier Zan finally takes out the Sentry. He's not running the direct hit, running back on the black box now. Sentry trying to be rebuilt here. Zan is like a one-man army here, man. And the Spy comes through too, actually helps out. They want to keep the Sentry gun down. Just in Time now has Uber though. If they pushed aggressively here, I think they would catch them off guard, but I don't think they're going to do it. What do you think?
Yeah, for sure, and Red is going to be forced here, so they're going to be moving in.
Oh, geez, yeah, the Sticky's on the backside as well as the Soldier. The Sentry gun is only now getting set up, and Gavin also popping in here. Much better pop time though. Heavy Pyro trying to sack himself for this Uber exchange here. He does successfully do it. 7-on-7 now. No team has a Pyro. Zan gets cleaned out as well. Scout getting a double kill on the backside. Maybe make it a triple. No, Engineer cleans up on the back.
Red team is wrapping around. They're gonna trap. They're gonna trap the blue combo here. And the Medic's all alone. Medic gets taken out by Prestige, and it's just the Heavy by himself here, and he gets taken out.
Yeah, and the Medic as well. Oh, but the Heavy has a good position. No, not able to. Okay, 440 remaining. There's a Scout around. Oh, he gets tapped out trying to.
Well, Praise the Sun is winning this fight. They won that really scrappy fight, and they're going for a big repush right now, trying to cap that cart.
I don't know. They must have the blue team must have a really good teleporter position because they're seeming like they're overwhelming. Is this gonna be it?
They just all pushed in, and that's it.
That's it.
They won.
GG. TC Praise the Sun takes it out. 2-1 there. There's just too good of a defense time there. I mean, if they had kind of folded and last there, they during their defense, they definitely would have lost that game. Wouldn't you say so?
Yeah, for sure. Again, even though TCP kind of had some, pretty long offense times, their defense was definitely very solid in, keeping Praise the Sun. The timer was pretty close, like, just 1 or 2 minutes, and Praise the Sun would have lost. But, I think TCP's problem was, not more, with the sentries, especially in the last half, the second half, with the, how the sentries were always getting destroyed. But besides that, I feel like TCP's offense on this map was worse than their defense. I felt like their defense was really strong, but their offense was kind of, I don't know, just kind of, it just didn't work out.
It seemed a little bit middling there. It wasn't bad for sure.
Yeah, I mean, especially the positioning of TCP's combo. That's what I liked a lot. And both Canadian and Hydro definitely made some big plays. And yeah, I was very impressed by the performance of both teams this game.
Yeah, this is a good game, and it's fun to see TCP go from silver. They're in the lowering area of gold, but they've definitely improved this season for sure. So it's really fun to see teams you've watched before like start like getting a lot better, and like, whoa, dude, this is like getting good now. So this has been another
Hmm.
Turbo Cop cast. Thanks for joining me, man, and I'll see you all for the next one.